I want you guys to know that when I say this, I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart. Record labels are one of the most evil organizations that you could ever associate yourself with. For some reason, a lot of artists still sign with record labels even when they're very big artists, which just doesn't make any sense to me when you look at the history of artists that have come before us. Labels for years and years now have made a living of taking an artist with incredible talent and incredible ideas and just creating as much profit as they can from that one person, while at the same time taking smaller artists who could really use that opportunity and shelving them because they don't generate as much revenue as another bigger artist. An example when I think of this that comes to my head immediately is actually Mario Judah. I don't know if you guys will remember Mario Judah, but he had a very explosive 2020. If you don't remember who he is, let me just show you. Now look, that may have raised some eyebrows, and I don't blame you. He's a very unique artist, but through his production and his vocal performance, albeit unique, he is actually very talented and he's shown it. He had a stint after this where he dropped Whole Lotta Red before Playboi Carti did, and he actually has some good performances on that, as well as dropping his version of Mr. Rage, which some people argue is actually better than the original song. He also has another song called Afraid of Love, which I actually personally enjoy a lot. I think it's actually a very good song, but he just disappeared off of the face of the planet for a long time. And it's actually not well known, but the reason for this is actually a terrible label deal. Now, this is actually word from his former manager. He said it here. He said, "Y'all don't realize that when you sign a record deal without your own lawyer or people that actually care for you, you give away parts of your life without realizing it. He needed that quick buck, which wasn't even that much after taxes. This wasn't my first rodeo. These kids sign bad deals and they sign shit and they think they can continue to do what they want. These folks own him for most likely for 5 to 10 years. They use him to hype up Carti. He don't even like Carti. Dude's never had a girlfriend in his life. All fabricated by the folks who signed him. The only way he makes a comeback is with me in his corner. The industry just wanted to use him. I did what I did with great intentions and genuine love and respect for him. When you take advantage of good folks, you get taken advantage of by bad folks. Karma is a MF." And this is all very true. This is how labels get young, impressionable artists, because most of them are struggling and just want that opportunity to blow up, so they give them that quick bag, and that usually gets them done for life. The label just uses them from there by signing them to a very bad deal because they're too focused on the money that's in front of them rather than what's actually hidden in the details of that deal. Now, Mario Judah is coming back, but he's not streaming anywhere near as good as he was before, and it's pretty sad to see he's just another victim of the same trap. But he's not the reason that I'm actually making this video. No, the reason for this video is actually another man, a man by the name of KSI. See, KSI, albeit controversial, has had a pretty successful music career. His music has been very polarizing, some people really liking it, some people really not liking it. You cannot get away from the fact that the dude is successful. He's had very popular releases. If you knew nothing about KSI and you just looked at his Spotify, you'd see multiple songs in the hundreds of millions of streams, and very high stream songs outside of those songs as well. He's a very successful music artist. But recently, KSI went on Sketch's stream, right? And he talked about Thick of It and his music career. And he said something very interesting, and something honestly that pissed me off bad.
Can you leak how much money you made off the Thick of It?
I didn't.
Can I get featured on the Thick of It?
Alright, so if I was an independent artist, I would have made close to $1 million from Thick of It. Yeah, but because I'm not, the label has all of it.
So the first thing he says here is how he could have made millions off of Thick of It from streaming alone, but didn't because the label took all of the revenue. And this is exactly what I mean. Before I make my point though, KSI also said something else in this stream.
So it goes offline!
What's your next song then?
I've actually got quite a few songs.
Since then?
Yeah, I have a whole album ready and I can't release it.
Oh, so you're sitting on stuff.
Well, yeah.
So from this quick clip, you see that first he missed millions of dollars because the label took the revenue from Thick of It, and he also is sitting on an album right now which he cannot release because the label is not letting him. Now see, I said before that a lot of younger artists get tricked into this with that quick bag and they just want to make it. What I don't understand is when you're a bigger artist, or especially someone like KSI who has his own platform, which it's advertising right in front of you. You have a whole 22 million following of an audience which you can advertise to for free. I do understand that labels do help with things like features, otherwise features become very expensive when seeking it out by yourself. But the thing is, KSI already has so much money. He doesn't need to be giving away revenue to labels for essentially nothing in return. And the thing is, this isn't even the first stupid label deal that KSI has gotten into. Previously, the label he was signed to, the deal he had, they were getting all the revenue from KSI's channel, and not just his main one where he releases music. We're talking about his side channel, which he posted on, I think, nearly daily, and was getting close to tens of millions of views every video.
Actually, another interesting fact, I don't get paid on YouTube.
Because of your record deal.
Well, because of the deal, yes. But I don't get paid any money.
So here's my thing.
So they've actually probably made their piece back from JJ
already.
They've breaded.
Nah.
What's their minimum guarantee?
Yeah.
That's paying. What?
So not only was the label benefiting from him and his music, they were benefiting from his hard work and his own videos which had nothing to do with his music. The point that I'm getting to here is that KSI and other artists like him need to really look at labels a lot more clearly, and even smaller artists really need to look at what they're signing to, because a lot of the times they just get trapped by these labels. I mean, weeks ago I actually made a video about Joji and his relationship with 88 Rising, and we explored the start of that relationship to the end of it, and it was a pretty messy ending. I truly just hope that people learn in due time that these labels, a lot of the time, they're not really looking for anything good. It's a business at the end of the day. They're trying to maximize profit. They don't really care about you. A lot of the time, especially with TikTok in your hands now, advertising is easier than ever. And I truly believe that if you have your platform and you can advertise without a label, you should just do it. But that's just my thoughts on the situation. I do want to know what you guys think, so please leave a comment if I missed anything, leave a like if you did enjoy, and consider subscribing as well. I will see you guys soon.